Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Carolina Panthers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile. That's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game. And his team is having a whole lot of fun because when they score a touchdown, some fan's going to get lucky and get the game ball.
Go. You're set. Ready?
Now a first down throw for Newton. And his first pass is incomplete. When we look at this unit like we are now, Greg Olsen has become such a reliable target in this league.
Loves to be considered the #1 option in the passing game in the offense he plays, and he lives up to it. Knows the defense is set for him, knows how to beat them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, boys, got four down.
Throwing again. Newton looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Throw! Ready! Blue 45! Blue 45! Throw!
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And his first look is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Ready. Green 39. Green 39. Ace.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Spencer Ware taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Allen Bailey in on the stop. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Justin Houston is an elite edge pass rusher, and he has the speed to get upfield quickly, and offensive tackles have to respect that. But also, he has great hands, ability to get their hands away from his body and then make a move either inside or outside to get to the quarterback.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
We got 4. Set. 180.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Flush to his right. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
They'll try the air now with Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Now Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's got this down to the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
On the give, this is their fullback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Derek Nottie makes the tackle. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On second down, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They snap it to Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
They go play action here on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 65 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Butker now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And they've got it here with a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Newton on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise, because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it. And any way you can get the ball in his hands, he wanted to do so. Personally, I thought he ran the best routes of anyone coming out of his draft class, and that included the wide receivers.
Last year, 80 receptions, also in the return game. He's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, isn't he?
He certainly is. Every which way you want to go, however you want to package him, I do think his running production will increase in 2018. No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
On second down, McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action.
Here we go, fellas. Let's rock now. Hey, we got 4 down.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now it's Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Stepping up, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Automatic first down.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Ace! Z!
Now a pitch out to Williams. The 20. A big play there for KC. 41 yards on the ground. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past them? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Ace! Ace!
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Ace! Ace! Hunt! Hunt! Hunt!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Butker now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a carry here for their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's rock now. Single. Great.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton and the tight end Olsen right side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On 1st and 10, Newton. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, Newton. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. 59, check, 59.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that? Defense right there. The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on fourth down.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Butker now to kick this one away. And the Panthers coming out now.
Gun.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw on 2nd down. Newton. And right with it here over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 50, Newton. And the Chiefs are going to get him. D. Ford coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Well, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Throwing is Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before the break, Newton. And look at this, Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, let's get up to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. There to call all the action, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Kansas City Chiefs. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said, the key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Ace!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point up and through, and that makes the score 7-0. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Butker now to kick this one away. And out now come the Cowboys. So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know that in this case, that play got bottled up.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, kill. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Allen Bailey in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Slow. Run.
On 1st down, Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Sammy Watkins, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Butker on for the PAT. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Butker now to kick this one away. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Second down, Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Now Prescott, and he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
so much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. Running with Elliott. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down.
I tell you, on that first glance, I thought he got it easily. But the mark was not a real favorable one. As it turns out, they do give him the first down, but that was very close to going the other way.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Well, look up to the scoreboard as time has run out on this first quarter. 14-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Prescott going to come up first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They have a first and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Prescott now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Justin Houston coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Here go 46. 26.
Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go. 48.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Being chased down, and he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. D. Ford in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
We got 3.
They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Davian Williams, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to grow their leads. Butker now to add the extra point.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need it.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Kansas City Chiefs.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Carolina Panthers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile. That's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game. And his team is having a whole lot of fun because when they score a touchdown, some fan's going to get lucky and get the game ball.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert on first down. This is McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try the air now with Newton. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. D. Ford coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. Allen Bailey in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now Newton. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down again. Chris Jones in there to drop him yet again, and he must be shell-shocked back there. That's now back-to-back-to-back sacks, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50. Yard punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. Play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take and got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
We saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And we will not see another play. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Out of the gun, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Come on now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Great.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Easy work. That's easy work.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. And make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you 1st downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up 1st downs.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Newton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Newton now to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Luke Kuechly not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the 1st half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, He was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. To throw on second down is Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Allen Bailey in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Third and long, it's Newton. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Godot's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Chiefs now. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions. And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Left, 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 left.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Mahomes now on first down. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Mahomes now on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes. Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So. Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90.
On play action, it's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Luke Kuechly in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And there they bring pressure from the inside and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Ready. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Panthers will get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Back to throw, Newton. He's going to go for a big play. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And an alley to run. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. In for the score. And the Chiefs are in for 6.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Well, special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is
trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys in the cornerback position.
Green 39. Green 39. Slow.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. This is caught. Watkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. Interesting stat line right now. Technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They've got to figure that out over on the sidelines, working on that Surface Pro to see what they see.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll try and run with their fullback. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
This is McCaffrey, and he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Newton, forced out to his left. Pretty move, and he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play. When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And they're going deep for Hill. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Green, 90.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. He's going to get it running right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
That time, a 9-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
You got 4. You got 4.
Newton on first down. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down. Newton to throw. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Panthers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. From the red zone now, Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Justin Houston in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Here's Newton now on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chris Jones in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton escaping the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Jones in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 19.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here.